All right, so let's look at using the bulk stock management tool in WooCommerce. And this is a really fast and fun way to remove inventory from our website. We have 24 line items that have sold, and instead of doing the slow method, we're going to do fast method. And here in column N, I have my SKU. So this is my shopkeeping unit and is the code that we use to track our inventory and we use on the website. I'm just going to go to this kind of blank spreadsheet and paste that list of SKU there. In the bottom right, we can see count is 24. And I'll go data, sort range, A to Z. And that A to Z sort is going to be important for this process. And so now we can see it's sorted starting with 2500 all the way to 4915. I'm going to open a new window here and visit my my shortcut on our Medium Plus website, WooCommerce Bulk Stock Management. And if you want to find that shortcut for yourself, it's going to be on this left sidebar under Stock Management here. Now, before we use this tool, I'll show you the slower way, which is great to use if we have one or two items that we need to change the status of. So we can go 2500-L and put that in the search bar. And it takes a few seconds to load. Then we'll go quick edit, and this is where we could change the stock quantity and other details and hit update. So that's one method. Another would be to go into edit, and then you can update more things with like the item attributes and description. But for 24 line items, going through this search process is a little bit slow. So we're going to go to stock management. And this is an external upgrade plugin that is offered by WooCommerce. It's about $100 per year and makes our work really quick. Under screen options, it's important that products here shows 999, which is the maximum view for the page. And that's something that you will set on your side. We then see that this is 1,846 items. And so just shy of 2,000. We're going to control click this arrow. If you're on a Mac, it might be command click, and that opens the second page in a new tab. So now we have items 1 through 999 on the first page, and then we have items 1,000 through 1846 on the second page. And this shows all of the items, and they're sorted by SKU. So we see 1004-L is at the top here, and that's why we did this A to Z sort here. Now in this circumstance, we're decreasing all of these by 1. So 2500-L is first. So I'm going to go 3 to a 2, and then just delete that. This will be 4 to a 3, 1 to a 0, 7 to a 6, 3 onto a 2, 3 to 2, 1 to 0. Now we've reached the point where we're at the bottom of this first page. It's not showing a result. I'm going to go on the second page, and okay, there it goes. 3 to 2, 2 to 1, 1 to 0, 1 to 0. Now there's probably some sort of API or Zapier automation I could do where Google Sheets would have an apps script, and then we would set up some sort of spreadsheet trigger, and it would decrease the stock in WooCommerce automatically. That is something that we could explore, but I think this type of process I don't know. We should train on first before just using an automation handle it. I'm really big on knowing how to do the process before the automation just does it for us. So we're almost through the list here. And this is important so that if we have a shopper on the site, they don't buy this wine because it's already sold. So now we've updated all these numbers in page 1 and page 2. I'm going to start the final process by going back to page 1. We can see the Durand is at the top. We go to bulk actions, save stock quantities, and apply. And I'm going to wait for that to finish loading. And we can see it's loading because of the spinning circle. And then it'll have a confirmation message. Once it's processed, it says 7 products were updated. Okay. Go back up here to the top. Bulk actions, save, apply. And that's 17 products were updated, and we know that 17 plus 7 is 24, which matches the number of line items that we were updating. You can see the count is 24. So that is the process, and there's no other updates to be made for now. So that's all there is to it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.